Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Okay, before we start this lesson today, take a moment for prayer. Let's pray. Okay, finish. How are you all today?
We are fine.
Okay. Anyone is sick or absent?
No.
Okay, that's great. I hope you all stay healthy. So today we're gonna learn about perpendicular bisector in a triangle. But before that, I wanna ask you something first. Does anyone remember about the altitude in triangle?
The altitude is the line from vertex to the outside side at a right triangle.
Okay, give applause. That's absolutely right. So the altitude is the line that connects a vertex to the opposite side, right angle. But does anyone still remember about how the perpendicular line looks like?
The one with the results possible that is unique, so it's a right angle.
Okay, that's right, but that's not quite accurate. So let's watch this animation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to our math lecture. Today we're going to explore something really interesting, the perpendicular bisector in a triangle. Before that, do you still remember what the altitude or headline of a triangle? Okay, let's review what we learned about the altitude of a triangle. Here we have, let's say, a triangle named ABC. And if we have a line like one stone here, this is what we call the altitude of a triangle. But what are the characteristics of an altitude? So, the characteristic of an altitude is a line that connects the vertex to the opposite side at a right angle. These two lines are perpendicular to each other, which we can prove using the protractor. As we can see, when we place the protractor along line BC, we get a 90-degree angle with altitude. Therefore, it's true that altitude connects the vertex to the opposite side at a right angle.
Okay, after watching this animation, what is the symbol of perpendicular lines?
With the compass means it forms a 90-degree angle.
Okay, that's correct. So a perpendicular line is formed with two lines at a 90-degree angle. So let's watch animation again. Before that, I want to ask you something. Does anyone like to play kite or even make your own kite? Okay, that's interesting. But we watch this animation again about.
At Tony's house, there's a triangular roof supported by a wooden frame. But what if the frame isn't positioned correctly? Do you think the wood will still be strong enough to hold out the roof? Let's ask Mrs. Talbot.
Okay, like the roof support, like in here. Do you think the roof will be balanced or not?
Of course, that's not possible. A roof with an ace.
So we hear about this is the information.
Select. Then, before we get course, that's not possible. A roof with an asymmetrical frame would make it unstable and could easily collapse. From this discussed explanation, we still need to use a frame that has the same shape as the original line. And of course, that requires the concept of a perpendicular bisector to define it, just like what we're going to learn about today. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Kang. You're welcome.
Okay, so today we will learn about perpendicular bisector. But before we learn about perpendicular bisector, let's watch animation about bisector point.
Then, before we get into the topic of the perpendicular bisector, we need to understand the midpoint first. Now, what's this video? First, let's draw the line AB. To find the midpoint, what should we do with this point? Let's imagine two arrows starting at point A and point B, moving toward each other at the same time. The point where the two arrows meet becomes the midpoint of line AB. We can prove this using a ruler. It divides the line into two equal parts. That's what we call the midpoint of the line. A point that
Can anyone explain what is midpoint or bisector point?
It's the point right in the middle.
Okay, that's right. So the bisector point is the point will divide the line into equal parts. And that was for the line, for one line. What about the triangle? Yeah. So for a triangle, every side, which is the three sides, is have a bisector point, and from bisector point we can know about perpendicular bisector. The kites from the roof, it is a triangular, and we can draw a perpendicular bisector from the kites from the roof. We will do a group activity, and I will assign you for 5M16, and I will give you our team assignment.
Here. There's a triangle ABC, right? Let's start with side AB. Fold the side so that point A meet with point B. Like this. Like this. And unfold the paper, and the crease will form a line. Right. Next, we trace the line and give it the line name. I will name this line with OP, like this. Does line OP intersect with line AD? Yes. Then what happens to side AD when it intersects by line OP? You can use your ruler. Okay. What happens with line AD?
It's divided into equal part.
Good. Then what kind of angle is formed?
Right angle and 950.
Excellent. Now we do this activity for side BC and AC. Okay, has everyone finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then let's continue to the next activity.
Okay, nice work everyone with the triangle papers. Now I'm gonna show you how to construct perpendicular bisector step by step. Okay, now I'm gonna draw the triangle first. Okay, now we have this triangle ABC, and using these tools, I'm gonna make an arc. I'm gonna start from this side. Where do I place the pin? At point A or B? Okay, let's start from point A. A little bit longer from the middle part, like this. Now we got the arc from point A, and then I'm gonna do the second step from the point B without changing the length of the rope. Arc from point A and point B, and then look at this arc. Where do the arc meet? So these 2 points. Yes, it is meet at above and below the line, and this is the important point of this triangle. So if I connect these 2 points like this, and then I measure these two sides. It is divided at the same point. And there you go. You already have the perpendicular bisector of AB. Now let's explore a little bit more. If I do the same step in this BC and CA, what do you think? Do you think it will cross with this perpendicular bisector or it will stay apart? Okay, let me try to. I'm gonna draw the arc using the same step as this step.
I measure all the perpendicular sector, it is gonna be the same length. So this is what we call circumcenter. Okay. Now we already learned how to construct the perpendicular bisector and until we find the circumcenter. Now we're gonna do your worksheet in activity. Let's find out. Let's try 2 and let's find out 2.
Okay, everyone. While you do your practice in your worksheet, I will show you about animations for repeat the procedure about how to draw the perpendicular sector.
Alright. How to draw a perpendicular.
Okay. You can do your practice in your worksheet. Okay, everyone's done with the practice how to draw perpendicular sector. Okay, now I will give you practice again with another quiz. So let's watch this animation.
On Sunday, Sunny was meeting with his father. His father had already prepared all the things and materials. Tony looked very excited, but the guy
Which group want to present first?
Okay, so hi, I'm from group number 2. And we found that the perpendicular bisector divides the side into 2 equal parts and is perpendicular to the side. That's why a playground or roof support should be placed in the middle to stay balanced. Then the point of intersection of the perpendicular bisector is called the circumcenter and it's the center of the triangle circle.
Good. Then what about the answer for practice problem?
So, for the answers, the length of the perpendicular bisector is 14.4 centimeter, and the length of small bamboo needed to make the kite is 64.4 centimeters.
Excellent. Please give a list of 10 types of candle. We can conclude that a perpendicular bisector is a line that divides a side into 2 equal parts and is perpendicular to the side. And perpendicular bisector have a key characteristic. For the first, divide the side of the triangle into 2 equal sides. And next, the perpendicular bisector intersect the side of the triangle perpendicularly. And the last, the point where the three perpendicular bisector intersect is the center of the outer circle of the triangle. It's called circumcenter. Do you understand?
Guys, that's all. We already learned about perpendicular bisector. Is there any difficult? Do you still have any question?
No.
So how about the concept? You guys already understand?
Yes.
Okay. So to sharpen your knowledge, I'm gonna give you a segment. I'm gonna send it in the group class, and then that's all for today. Study lesson about perpendicular bisector. Thank you for your active participation. I hope this lesson was useful. Okay, let's finish this class with prayer. Pray start. We pray finish. Okay, that's all for today. See you next week. Thank you.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Jadi kami dari kelompok sungguh mau memberikan kontribusi terhadap prestasi yang tadi kami lakukan. Teman-teman yang dari animasi tadi dari saya itu kurang beberapa caranya, terus juga masih kecantikan skrip, terus juga yang di best practice yang layangan itu belum ada jalurnya yang bisa digunakan. Terus juga yang cara mencari perpendicular sectornya itu tadi sebenarnya mau di-mute aja karena kan siswanya itu lagi mengerjakan, jadi biar fokus mengerjakan. Tapi tadi ditampilkan itu diberikan sama
Baik, selanjutnya dari saya bagian demonstrasi dari saya itu sangat gugup sehingga yang melakukan presentasinya itu sangat seharusnya banyak sekali yang baik tes gitu karena tadi gugup itu sehingga kayak otaknya memberahi. Terus sebenarnya tadi menunjukkan media itu ini cukup banyak berkali cuma balik lagi ke tadi itu sehingga kayaknya aku arahnya tuh ke sana-sana dan
Kalau untuk saya tadi ada dari belajarnya itu jadi saya kurang berinteraksi, terus kayaknya suara saya juga tidak terlalu keluar. Itu banyak beberapa kali seperti kayak tadi seharusnya ada penggunaan busur buat menunjukkan semangat belajarnya, tapi itu tadi terlewat. Untuk penggunaan medianya juga tadi kurang maksimal karena agak terbitin jadi nggak presisi. Itu tadi juga nggak masuk ke tengah.
itu kegiatannya kami bisa dilakukan teman-teman yang efektif juga untuk yang menanamkan sangat
Belajar animasi Pak, sedang untuk yang dari sini yang kalian menunjukkan apa yang garis titik tengahnya itu di sini. Itu kan intinya mulai dari dua titik A dan B berjalan titik yang sama. Dan artinya Pak kalau tengah ini berarti asumsinya itu kan itu titik tengahnya dan jalannya itu jawabnya sama. Tapi menurutku itu ada yang kurang konsepnya itu kecepatannya harusnya sama kan, kalau misalkan emang mulainya sama, kecepatannya sama itu pasti emang di tengah. Kalau kecepatannya sama mulainya ke tengah itu kurang di kecepatannya di situ. Enggak diomongkan itu harus di situ. Mungkin atau enggak kalau mau menunjukkan ini tuh titik tengahnya itu mungkin bisa dianimasikan harusnya itu dari kecepatan jalan itu kan sebenarnya kecepatannya. Terus yang tadi kan ya untuk rasanya tadi enggak satu emang garis titik itu terlihat gitu kan. Ini aku mending langsung di titik aja biar kelihatan di sini.
ada buat attention kan yang animasi terakhir tadi sebelum video yang sampai akhir mungkin bisa dibikin kayak ditambahkan kata-kata kayak anak-anak mungkin bisa perhatikan depan dulu kalau misal nanti kalau misal ada yang kesulitan atau lupa itu bisa perhatikan ini, jadi kayak nggak tiba-tiba dia muncul aja gitu. Dan kalau bisa dengan anak-anak mungkin bisa gambarkan ya apa kayak itu nggak apa juga gitu supaya perhatiin, soalnya kalau misal tiba-tiba muncul nanti itu bingung kayak ini video buat yang mana gitu, yang mana soalnya itu ini. Terus buat yang terakhir tadi kalau nggak salah soalnya ada dua ya, A sama B kan, jadi itu ada tiga. Terus dia cuma buat yang ini doang, yang ini ya itu bikin video dia.
ya yang pertama itu kan mereka harus menggambarkan, jadi dari ini itu mereka mencari tahu perbedaan zamannya itu kayak gimana biar mereka bisa menjawab yang
soal ini mungkin ini ya di sininya bisa dikasih keterangan aja kalau misal ini tuh bukan satu konsep ya kan, kalau ini kayak guide-nya pahamnya bahwa ini kan pertanyaannya mungkin bisa ditambahin kalimat kayak jawab pertanyaan bawah ini dan bisa dibuat lagi. Terus seharusnya itu siswa nonton dulu atau ngerjain ini sambil nonton dulu baru ngerjain, tapi dia udah baca ini ceritanya
itu sebagai
sama kayak video diajarin berarti akan bisa disampaikan juga ke siswanya, bisa nonton sama ngasih tahu ini. Nah jadi nanti kalau videonya udah selesai itu langsung diarahkan ke yang bagian bawah, intinya tuh bisa jalan sampai kayak langsung bacakan yang indah gitu biar nggak baca ulang kayak
Aku mau tanya buat yang ini demo untuk yang pertama kali itu kan tiap kelompok segitiganya beda-beda ya ternyata. Nah tadi jadi sebenarnya tujuan segitiga berbeda-beda ini karena
walaupun ceritanya beda-beda dari sebelumnya kita sama juga itu.
nah itu tadi sudah dikonklusikan karena maksudnya kayak udah disimpulkan kan siswa menerimanya segitiga berbeda-beda tuh. Nah, harusnya dari tadi kayaknya entah aku yang belum mendengar atau mereka perhatikan itu kan harusnya mereka di sini ya let's conclude. Nah di sini cuma di pokoknya dituliskan kalau perpendicular base sector itu lain pakai garis yang membagi dua part gitu kan. Sedangkan segitiga yang diterima siswa kan berbeda-beda. Nah tujuannya guru tadi kan biar tahu kalau walaupun segitiganya berbeda itu dia tetap sama. Nah mungkin sarannya guru menyampaikan kenapa segitiganya berbeda ya. Dan kalau satu segitiganya gimana, kalau kedua nah udah digambarkan kalau walaupun segitiganya hanya berbeda itu sama kayak gitu.
Tapi waktu kasih kelompok itu sama nunjukin mejanya juga. Tapi soalnya ada beberapa kelompok sama kelompok cuma tadi kan aku dinomorkan. Jadi emang salahnya adalah nampilin mejanya itu yang kasih tadi dulu. Kemudian kelompok lain jadi kan secara tidak langsung ketahuan apa sebenarnya beda tapi kok komposisinya sama gitu. Kemudian komposisi lagi ya itu yang tadi ada bedanya gitu. Nah aku bacakan kayak gitu.
Lalu udah ada kata-kata walaupun different bentuknya shape kayak
Terima kasih teman-teman yang tadi kami rasakan dan kayak juga untuk kelompok kami. Mungkin kelompok kami masih banyak kurangnya. Jadi kami sangat berterima kasih atas partisipasi kalian, teman-teman dari kalian. Kami rasa sudah cukup untuk kelompok kami. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.